What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, man, I'm gonna talk about spiritual warfare. I'm gonna talk about coincidences, synchronicities, and what people like to call it gang stalking, right? So let's get to it. So I won't get too much in detail. Basically, well, all those words I mentioned basically means that repeated things that happen, that's a inconvenience and stuff like that. So whether it be people like stealing your money, sabotaging you behind closed doors, and just some other shit like that. A lot of people like to call it spiritual warfare. People like to say if you have an important spiritual mission, or if you're meant to break generational curses, or like if you're doing something great, that's gonna help a lot of people. You're gonna have a lot of people who are very narcissistic, people who are very toxic, who has an agenda to take you down. Now, it doesn't mean the government is planning this. It doesn't mean people are plotting against you, but it does mean that either God, spirit, or the universe, or life itself will place people that they know that are not good for you in order for them to attack you. People like to call it the devil. People like to call it negative energy and shit like that. Me personally, I feel like it's a mixture of all of it. I feel like God and the universe are at fault with this. They're allowing this shit to happen along with like an evil entity that's above our comprehension, like an evil energy as well too. It's not where like I'm off my path, or like it's not where like I'm not taking action, or I'm not. It's not like spirit or God is like forcing me to get off my ass. It's not that. It's more so like I'm busting my ass off. I'm taking the proper steps mentally, physically, and spiritually to heal and to overcome and to better myself. But it's just funny how like in the midst of things, I'm experiencing a lot of like back-to-back coincidences that are out of my control in a way, that are negative. So for example, well, me, first off, I've experienced this my whole life. I've dealt with abusive family members. I had to cut them off. I got away from them like 4 years ago. I lived in a completely different state from them. They never taught me anything useful when it comes to making money, when it comes to having your own car. It's important stuff that adults need in order for them to survive. So I wasn't given all those handouts like most people. Fast forward, I got my own car, I got my own apartment. I'm making four streams of income, and as I going on about life, I'm making more streams of income as well too. I'm getting in better shape when it comes to my cardio, when it comes to building muscle. I am doing the healing work when it comes to my counseling sessions, when it comes to my therapy work, when it comes to my purging all the anger, trauma I've experienced growing up. And as you can see, I came back from a workout. I just ran 15 miles and stuff like that in the heat, in the Kansas humid summer. But like, and even at the workplace, I had people who stolen money from me, probably like $3,000 to $6,000. What else? At the workplace, I had like people that are twice my age, twice my size, try to start some shit with me. I had to cuss them out. I ended up having to leave that job, which forced me to join the military in a way. Well, I joined the military for a lot of reasons. One, to get out of my family's situation, and another reason why, because I didn't get fired from my job, but I was kind of banned for 1 year from my job. Not my boss, my manager, but like I used to work at the mall, and I didn't get banned for 1 year because I had to cuss out, and I got into an argument, and I got into a fight with a coworker that worked across from me, and he was starting problems, and I handled my business like an adult, and then yeah, but so just all those things, I had my mother who threw away over $2,000 worth of my personal belongings. And then just recently, like even today, like I've been dealing with a lot of cars that are driving so slow. Coincidentally, it's just weird how like even when I'm at the parking lot, like at people when they're driving, is like they'll when they're driving, they'll pause a lot, or like they'll stop blocking my parking area and stuff like that. And then it's not happening once, it's happening over and over again, to where I had to knock the horn and stuff like that, to where I had to stare them down and shit like that. I'm a very confrontational person, so like me, I don't start problems or anything. I'm a very cool person, but like if I know someone's being really dumb, or if someone's trying to start shit, I will let it be addressed in a way. um so yeah, so even I've been having a lot. Whenever I'm driving out on the road, I have people who will like always drive slow when they're in front of me and stuff like that, or like they'll cut me off, or like they'll just be annoying, And at my apartment complex, when I'm at the parking lot, um, This old dude, like he was driving so goddamn slow right in front of me. I had to knock the horn. I had to get out the car and I had to stare him down and shit like that. Then he drove off. So that was weird. But even earlier today, I had my car. I had to get my car fixed, maintenance. Naturally, I always get my car fixed. So I got my car fixed, but like it was a lot of money. So I didn't have the proper funds at the moment. So I waited to about a week or two so I could have the proper money, so I could have enough money to pay for the maintenance they've done. And after they done that, today I just paid the money. I had to pay them and stuff like that. And then when I finally got into my car, everything was fixed, everything was nice and running. But guess what? I had a lot of my personal belongings missing. So I had my car tools missing in the back of my trunk. I had my gym bag missing in the back of my trunk. Both of these were located in the back of my trunk. I had basketball shoes, I had workout equipment on that bag, stolen, completely gone, along with my car tools and repair tools, all gone. I had money inside my car stolen, gone. Like it's not a lot. It's just a lot, probably like 30 quarters. The reason why I have like so many quarters inside my car is because it's for laundry money. I had that gone. I had my car chargers, like the chargers I placed on my car. I had like 4 of them, gone. I had my car refresheners that smell good. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a scent that smells good. Refreshener is gone. I even had a binder that had like years stacked of my car insurance documentations, gone. Someone stole that too. So yeah, it's some crazy shit. So that's the shit I'm dealing with right now. But the moral of the story is this: like, if you feel like you're experiencing coincidences or like just constantly dealing with people that are stealing from you, manipulating you, betraying you. I've also dealt with, forgot to mention, I've also dealt with a lot of narcissistic women that I had to force to cut off and stuff like that because they wouldn't do the healing work and they were very toxic. So I had to cut them off. Again, I wasn't saying I was perfect. I had traits I need to work on too, but like I said, this is why I mentioned I'm going to therapy and I'm doing my healing work. That's different, but I basically overall cut off a lot of people. But if you're experiencing similar things I'm experiencing, just know that you're not going crazy. Don't freak out. I don't think it's the government or people planning to attack you, because I know that's kind of new age. But I do feel like without a doubt it is something spiritual to where like to where me personally, this is my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. I'm not saying it's facts, but I personally believe it is spiritual warfare. It is negative entities that are manipulating certain people to bring you down mentally, financially, and just in all areas of life. But I take that as a sign that I'm in the right path and that I need to continue with my life goals, and that I can use that as fuel and motivation to go even harder. That's the reason why I'm sweating. That's the reason why I'm tired, because I just use that as fuel to run 15 miles today. And yeah, I'm gonna use that as motivation to make more money, to be the best version of myself, and to heal my traumas and shit like that. Easier said than done, but I'm kind of pissed off right now. So that's all I got to say. Have a good one. Peace.